Hi, I'm Adrienne.
I'm Marina.
And we're the Polo Sisters. And we're here to tell you about the exciting adventure. It's called Marco Polo Family Ties.
Well, the idea is to basically retrace the footsteps of Marco Polo, hitting the highlights of his journey, and finding out if there's any truth to the tale that we are actually related to Marco Polo.
Mm-hmm. As we're growing up in Slovenia, which used to be under Venetian rule way back when Marco Polo was alive, there was a village that was where apparently he was born and he lived, and that's where there was a whole village of Polos, and that's where we come from, and that's our ancestry, and that's what we were told. Now, whether there's truth to that or not, we don't know, but we want to discover that, and we want to explore that some more in detail.
And we're really looking forward to doing this trip to not only answer that question that has been, plaguing us our whole lives, but also it's going to be a wonderful adventure that's going to bring our family together and create stronger family ties. The journey is going to cover 25,000 miles. We're going to cross 2 deserts. We're going to go through the Pamir mountain range, which is known as the rooftop of the world. We're going to pass through the shadow of Mount Everest, which is the closest I'll ever get to scaling that mountain. And hopefully we'll find some Sherpas to help us on that part. That would be very nice.
Yeah. And the deserts.
The desert will be very cool. Actually, it'll be hot and cool. And we'd like to do part of that on camel. We'll be, we're going to have some challenges for sure. One of the obstacles that I think that we're going to have is the fact that we're female, and some of the countries where we'll be traveling through are not what I'd call female friendly.
We also want to go to Mongolia because a big part of the Kublai Khan, who was in charge of that whole empire, the Mongolian Empire at the time of Marco Polo and his travels, there were little nomad tribes, and apparently they still exist deep in Mongolia. So one of the highlights that we're looking forward to find those tribes and actually spending some time with them.
Maybe get a tattoo while we're there?
Yeah, right. You can get a tattoo. Not me.
We're going to try and do as much of the journey as Marco Polo himself would have done it in them days, going back 800 years. But the goal isn't to necessarily follow every step of his path, but to
more explore some of the surrounding areas and what's there now that was similar to when he was around. And also we're going to be going through his birthplace, the place where he was born.
Yeah.
And where he grew up, where he was buried.
Yes.
So and where he lived in China, in Beijing now.
Yeah. We're going to visit the church where he was buried, and the house where he lived. So it's amazing that these things are still around today. I mean, it just gives me a goosebumps when I think about, what's coming up ahead. We're very excited about this.
So we are aiming for April 2016. It will take about 6 months to complete the journey.
I live and work here on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada.
Yay, Canada! And I live in close to Vancouver, on the mainland. We are looking for sponsors, whether through advertising, from ads on our website, or through clothing, transportation, equipment, cash, anything. That would be awesome, and we would be very grateful. As well, we would provide you with a thank you at the end of the movie, because we are producing a feature-length documentary, as well as on our site and on our YouTube channel.
And we're going to be producing a full-color book of our adventures, and it's going to be similar to the books that have been produced, but of course with our sisterly twist.
You can follow us along our journey. We have a website called marcopolofamilyties.com, and from there there's links to our YouTube channel, our Twitter, Facebook, and you can follow us on that and partake in our adventure.